Okay, hi everyone. This is my first video that's being uploaded online, and I'm going to show you a simple decoupage today. We are going to do it on a glass plate, right? So we have a simple white ceramic glass plate, and I'm going to come up with reverse decoupage as well. So I just wanted to start off with simple decoupage. So since Christmas is coming up, so I thought of using something related to the theme. And now let's get into the basic needs or requirements or basic things that are required for your decoupage. So we take the base on which we are going to decoupage. So here we have a simple plain white plate. It is a simple Bormioli plate which is made in Spain. You can use any ceramic, any glass plates, any plastic plates of your choice. And next we require the tissue. So here I have chosen a simple Christmas themed tissue that will go well on this. And what else do we need? We do need gesso at times, but since the plate out here is white, so I'm not going to gesso it. But if you're using a colored plate or an off-white plate or any colored thing, you need to put or apply gesso first. This is camel's gesso, which we are going to use if you're using any colored base. So here I'm not going to use gesso because it is already white, pure white. And we need Mod Podge or the decoupage glue. Here I'm using Little Birdies, that is Itsy Bitsy's decoupage matte decoupage glue. And we are going to use brush, plain soft brush for application of Mod Podge. And that's it at present. And as and when we start the procedure, I'm going to give you tips. Okay, so the first thing is we are going to put this tissue, and these tissues are 3-ply tissues. The first thing is these are 33 by 33 centimeter sized tissues, and we get the same print in four prints. So we are going to use only this part. Why 3-ply? Because it has 3 layers. So the first thing what we are going to do is we are going to cut the part which we are going to use and not unnecessarily waste the rest. So I'm going to simply cut this. So this is what we are going to use. Now as you can see, the plate is round but my tissue is square. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to somehow use it in a roundish kind of a fashion or in a serrated margin. I'm not going to use those sharp edges because I personally don't like it. So next step, to take out the layers. As you can see, these are the layers. This is the first layer, and this is the second layer. Now some tissues might be 2-ply also. That means it will be having just 2 layers, the print and one of these. Okay, now I'm using this cutter because as you can see I don't have nails. You're most welcome to use your nails. Now I'm going to take a brush and take some water and simply going to take out parts of the tissue because I simply don't like using those sharp edges. So I'm basically just taking out some extra parts and I also don't want this sharp look, so just giving it a serrated look. That's it. Now let's just see. So I think this is good enough. Next, what we are going to do is, next we are going to take our decoupage glue. Here I'm using Little Birdie's matte finish glue. You can also use Blade's Mod Podge. So I'm going to take and now make sure, since we are using tissues, make sure your glue is not in excess. This is a very important tip which you should always keep in mind. Your glue shouldn't be in excess. So I'm going to place my tissue, leave it like that. Okay, I'm going to place the tissue, and you can take any plastic, even your cling film will work, put it on top, and from the center you're going to just press. Excuse me from these noises which are coming from my kitchen. So this basically removes your excess Mod Podge from the surface. So as you can see, it is absolutely creaseless, absolutely creaseless. So the rest I'm going to put some Mod Podge again. Again, put my plastic and from the center towards the edges, slowly take it out. We have to put here as well. Okay, now we'll leave it for drying for some time. Once it is dry, we are going to put a second coat of Mod Podge. Okay, so this is absolutely dry. Now once it is dry, we are again going to put a coat of Mod Podge on top. Now in decoupage, always make sure that your the Mod Podge which you are applying or the gesso which you are applying they are always nicely and properly dry. So take your time in hand and work on your projects. Otherwise, if you're in a hurry and try to finish off your projects in a hurry, they are going to create problems. There might be flaking problems, there might be, formation of bubbles, and likewise. So you should always try and dry your projects uh, naturally. Don't try to uh, make the process fast, or sometimes yes, you do need to make it fast, but then try not to. Okay, so we have applied a second coat of Mod Podge. There might be some bubble formation or in pockets, so don't worry about that. As and when your Mod Podge dries, they will vanish. So as you can see, there are some uh, some creases which are visible, but don't worry, once they are dry, they are going to vanish off. So this is now fully wet, and we are going to again wait and let the process let the thing dry up. Okay, so it's properly dry, as you can see. Okay, so these are the extra parts which are not required. So I'm going to use a sandpaper or an emery paper. Just simply sand it. You can also use this brush dipped in water and take it off. Both are okay. So now 60% work is done. Now these are all dry. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to merge the surrounding. Now this is again very important, a very important part to give your project a nice look. So as you can see, there are blues and yellows. This is a very lighter shade of blue and a darker shade of blue here. So I'm going to mix various shades. This is normal artist acrylic color. I'm going to mix it. This is titanium white. This is cadmium yellow. And I'm going to maybe require a hint of cobalt blue. So I'm going to keep it aside. Now for merging the colors, I use these daubers. These are sponge applicators. You can also use your normal sponges which are used for your sofas, and they give you the same result. Okay, so I'm going to mix it. A hint of yellow and white. So this gives you a very nice texture, but before giving it a proper look, what you have to do is you have to dab the colors nicely so that they are not in excess. So I'm going to okay. Next, white. Dab. Here it is more of white and blues, so keep merging. So your main aim should be, your project shouldn't be looking, it should look as a whole. It shouldn't be, the colors shouldn't be popping up separately. It should mix with each other. Now what I need to merge this part, I feel. So I'm going to take a hint of white. And I'm going to merge it. Yeah, I think it's okay. Here there's a white gap, so I'm going to get a hint of black here. Yeah, I'm going to again rest it for a while and make sure it is dry. Okay, so the colors are dry. Now what I feel is I need to give something, some touch-ups at the rim, so what I'm going to do is I'm using some golden color. This is Fabrica acrylic color. Same, I'm going to take an applicator, take some color, and I'm going to apply it at the edges. You may do it, you may not do it. It's absolutely your discretion. think this is looking nice. Again, we leave it for drying. Okay, so the project is ready. It's dry. Okay, so my last step, which I usually do, is to varnish it. I put a coat of varnish. You can use any water-based varnish of your choice. Here I am using Aquador PU of Asian Paints, and I'm going to use a clean brush and put a coat of clear varnish on the top. You can put 2-3 coats of Mod Podge as well. That seals your project, but I like to seal my project with Mod Podge as well as varnish. Now what I have done is I have poured a small amount in a jar, glass jar, and kept it for my daily use. So this gives a very nice So your project is ready, and you can gift your near and dear ones with this easy yet simple and elegant piece of gift this Christmas. Hope you have enjoyed the video. Please put or give a thumbs up if you have really liked it. Thanks for watching. Bye.